Hello student, welcome to the online tutorial session. Today we will discuss about the different type of network topology. So in earlier video I have explained there are two type of topologies available. One is a physical topology and one other is the logical topology. So under the physical topology I have explained there are 5 different type of physical topologies are available: bus, ring, tree, star and mesh. But here you can see another one type of topology, that is the hybrid type of topology. So this topology is actually out of syllabus, this one, but still I will discuss about this topology also in this lecture video. So you can say all over there are 6 different type of topologies available under the physical type of topology. So today we will learn about the first topology, that is the bus topology. Okay, so this is actually you can say the framework or network setup, or you can say the diagram of the bus topology. So here you can see in a bus topology that one long cable actually act as a backbone. Here you have seen this long cable actually worked as a backbone. So what actually the purpose? This backbone is there to link all the devices in the network. So first we have to understand why this kind of a topology is called bus topology. What is actually the purpose of a bus? That is, public transport is available. So this bus will halt in each and every stop. They will pick up the passenger and they will drop the passenger according to your destination. So here also same thing is happening. This cable wire, this is worked as a backbone, or you can say the bus, and it is connected with the other nodes or the terminals. From here it will pick up the information from the sender and it will give it back to the receiver end. The same kind of a process actually is occurring over here. So that's why this kind of a topology is called the bus topology. So how we can explain this type of a topology? The nodes are connected to the burst cable by the drop line and the tap. So here this drop line, you see this drop line, and this one tap is also there. Okay, a drop line is a connection running between the devices and the main cable. So what is the use of a drop line? This drop line is a connection of running between the devices and the main cable, and the tap is a connector that either supplies into the main cable or puncture the sharing of the cable to create the connect with the metallic core. So like what if you are in case of you have the if you close the tap, then what will happen? You will not able to get the water supply. If you open the tap, then you will get it the water supply. So here same kind of a scenario is happening in the in the main cable. In the main cable you are through the drop line cable you are attached it with the main cable, and the tap is there. When you open the tap, it means you are actually connected with the main cable, backbone of the cable, and you are trying to transmit, and the rest of the time if it is off, then you don't want to transmit the informations. Okay, so this 2 point I have explained. Next, that when the node wants to send a message over the network, it puts a message over the network. All the stations available in the network will receive this message whether it has been addressed or not. So whenever any devices want to transmit the data, it will send the message that I want to send the message, and then each and other devices apart from this particular sender, rest of the devices will see the message it is for this particular device or for others. Okay, the bus topology is mainly used in the 802.3 Ethernet or 802.4 standards networks also. Okay, So the configuration of the bus topology is quite simple as compared to the other topology. So this backbone cable is considered as the single line through which the message is broadcasted to the all the station. Okay. So the most common access method of the bus topology is CSMA, that is carrier sense multiple access. This is a kind of a protocol or things. We will explain it what these things in details in other video, but I'm giving you just the concept of it. Okay, so what is CSMA? It is a media access control used to control the data flow so that the data integrity is maintained. It means so that it is maintained in a such a way that no packet of information is get lost. So there are two methods we are applying over here. One is CSMA-CD, another one is CSMA-CA. That is, first one is a collision detection one. So if both of the senders want to transmit the information, then collision may occur. So first, if this situation is occurring, then we have to sense that these things are happening, then we have to delete. Okay, so we have to delete these things and recover the after collision. We have to recover it. So this is actually the working on the principle of recovery after collision. And collision avoidance is that it will control the it will hold the collision occur. It means recovery it does not work on the recovery after collision. In previously it will try to stop the collision. Okay, so what are the advantages we are getting in case of bus topology? So low cost cable. This bus topology nodes are directly connected with the cable without passing through the hub or something. So installation cost is low. And moderate data speed, coaxial or twisted pair of are mainly used in bus-based network. So support approximately 1000 Mbps. So familiar technology. The bus topology is a very familiar and the popular one, as the installation and the troubleshooting techniques are well known. So and the hardware components are easily available, because only if any fault occur, I know in this particular part fault occur, because one single cable, that is backbone cable, is available. If it is fault is occur, then we can easily find out this one. Okay, next point is limited failure. The failure in one node will not affect any other node, because I have told you that there is a tap in the drop down line is also there, and tap option also there. If one node is not working, then it will not affect the other one. Okay, next then we will find out what are the disadvantages of the bus topology. Okay, so disadvantage is extensive cabling. It is actually quite simpler, but still it is required a lot of cabling. Difficult troubleshooting and special equipments to determine the cable fault, because it is depending upon the cable wear only. So we have to find out where is the fault occurrence. Single interface. If two nodes want to send the message simultaneously, then signals of the both of the nodes are collide with each other. That is a drawback. So both of the nodes cannot transmit at the same time. Next one is the reconfiguration difficulties, that is adding new node to the network. It slow down the network. So already it is set up this one single path is used for suppose 4 or 6 nodes, but again if you are actually added another more, then it will be a headache for this network. So annotation, that is annotation is a loss of signal leads to the communication issue. So repeaters are used to regenerate the signal. Thank you student. I am ending.